Stop hiring people to do what AI can do. I'm talking about a fully automated GoHighLevel sales system that calls your leads, responds to text messages, follows up until they take action, qualifies prospects and books appointments, and even sends invoices automatically. The crazy part, I'm using this exact same system in my own business. And today I'm giving it to you completely free. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact workflows, automations, AI prompts, and templates you need to install, customize for your business, and have it working in less than an hour. Before I hand it over, let me show you exactly how this exact system works, because once you see it in action, you'll never see sales the same way again. Let's on this video dive into how we can set up AI so that it can respond and become our best salesperson in the industry. So let's see what this looks like. What we're gonna do here, imagine you have a contact list, right? Full of contacts. Imagine on here you had 500, 1,000, 2,000 leads that were basically contacted before. They are now obsolete. These are just leads that you're doing nothing with. Your sales team can't do anything with. They're just there and they're just going to waste. So what we're going to set up on this video is a reactivation campaign, and we're going to actually use AI to respond to these messages that are coming in from our offer, right? So let's just jump into this, and we're going to start fresh as always. So what we're going to do is click on automation on the left side. And once we click on automation, we're going to click create workflow. With this workflow, we're going to actually choose from a template, and from the search, we're actually going to type in list reactivation, and actually pulled up right here. So with this list reactivation, what we're going to do is choose this option. And once chosen, we're actually going to remove this contact tag, because we're going to go to a list that we already have that already exists. So in this example here, what the offer is free teeth whitening, right? So hi contact first name, right? So imagine it's saying, hi John, I've got 10 free teeth whitening vouchers here on my desk. Would you be interested in one? And what we're going to do is we're actually going to use AI to change all of this to make it pertinent to what our offer actually is. So all we're going to do is open up ChatGPT, and once ChatGPT is open, I'm going to copy this message. I'm going to paste that message and ask ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, make this for my offer for electricians. I need a strong offer that will convert. All right, that's all I'm going to do. And we're just going to grab this first one, right? Let's see here. We'll go with this one. So we're giving away 10 free professional computer cleaning vouchers this week. Want to claim one before they're gone. All right. So we're going to copy that statement and just simply paste it. All right. And the way this is currently set up, it's going to wait for a response. So basically what they're waiting for a response to this specific text message for 1 hour. Here is going to say, did they respond or not? Right. So we're going to be doing this a little bit different, but this is still fine to have, because with this, let's say they don't respond to that message within an hour, it'll actually reach out for a second attempt, right? So we're going to copy that information there, and we're simply going to paste that, say, do this one next. Let's see here. We'll just go with the first option. All right, we'll take ChatGPT's suggestion on that. I'm going to go ahead and paste that second attempt offer. We're going to wait for reply. And then was the reply positive? So if it isn't, it'll just say no worries. And then if it is, great, I've got your voucher with your name on it to redeem. Click here to receive that voucher. So we're actually going to remove this piece here, because we're going to use AI to respond. I'm going to click delete action. There we go. Perfect. So now we have our basically no response set up. The next thing we're going to set up is this one here. Basically, someone did respond. So you got to be careful with this, because as you see, this system currently is going to just send out a message. We don't want it to send out a message. We're going to have AI do that for us. So all we're going to do here is if it responds, nothing, right? Because AI will actually take over this conversation. Now, what we will do, right, is when someone responds here is we're going to go to AI. So what we will do here is if someone does respond, we're actually going to have our AI agent wake up and send a set message that we set that up. So what we will do is have the AI basically set here so that if they do respond to that text, the AI will wake up, it'll send a super generic entry message, and then it'll have that conversation from there. So let's go ahead and let's create that AI agent now. So we have our list reactivation. That's that. What we're going to do now is we're going to simply click on AI agents on the top, conversation AI, and we are going to create a bot. With this bot, it's going to be a prompt-based bot. We'll do start from scratch, click continue. And this bot's name, let's go with Stephanie today. This bot is going to be set to autopilot, and it's going to be on SMS. All right. So SMS, Devin's Computers is going to be the company name, I guess. So put your company name there. We always have the bot just take 5 seconds to respond, feel just a little bit more realistic. Max responses, I like to do 25, between 25 and 50. With this specific company, someone could actually take a picture of their computer. So we do want it to respond to images and voice notes as well. Everything else there looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and click save. Perfect. So now that we have that saved, we are now going to set up our bot on these responses. So all we're going to do now is simply come back to that chat GPT, and I'm going to tell the AI here, I need a bot prompt for Stephanie, who worked for Devin's Electronic. This bot is pushing a reactivation campaign, and when it wakes up, for people that want to claim one of the free vouchers for a cleaning. And we're going to let ChatGPT create this. All right, perfect. So on your ChatGPT, something that you may need to add is you may need to tell your ChatGPT to give you the personality, the goal, and this part here will be considered the additional information. So if yours did not turn out like this, just simply tell it, hey, I need the personality, goal, and additional information, and then you will be good on that. But with this, we're going to go ahead and just simply copy this personality. Then we will copy the goal, and then lastly, this conversation flow. And then one last thing that I just thought about is this specific bot is actually pushing to book a call as well. We actually, on this example, want to just give out a link, right? I'm actually going to change this up. I'm going to say, instead of booking a call, send them straight to my site to book, devinselectric.com. There we go. Because with this reactivation campaign, one thing I will say is they are really effective. And let's just say you have a list of 5,000 people. If you basically tell 5,000 people to book a call, those are going to be a lot of calls to take. So it's just a little bit easier just to be like, hey, you know what, just go straight to my link and go that route. So we're going to go ahead and paste all this information. So I'll grab the personality, and then we're going to grab the goal. And then after we grab the goal, last thing we're going to get is this conversation flow. And we're going to simply paste that in the additional information and click save. So now at this point, we can actually test this bot, right? So imagine the basic thing texted saying, hey, who wants to claim these vouchers? Sounds pretty cool. Perfect. So as soon as they say that, like they want to capture one of these vouchers, let's just start there. I'd love a voucher. Absolutely. I can help you claim one. Is your computer need to be cleaned, a laptop or a desktop? Good question. So I'll say a laptop. Perfect. We can help with that. It's running slow lately. So let the bot do its thing. And what you're seeing here is basically, and it's one thing I always teach, is you can always add more knowledge to the bot itself, right? So you can actually go in here when you're doing your prompting. I'm doing this quick for the YouTube video. Please take your time. But you can actually go in here and you can actually add more to the prompting so it has more knowledge. But let's take a look. Got you. A professional cleaning can help you remove built up dust and improve airflow, which sometimes helps performance. Would you like to claim a voucher? Yes, please. And then there you go. There's the voucher. So at this point, we know our bot works. Everything looks good. Everything is saved as well. So all we're going to do now is actually go back to our automation. And this part's like super simple. So we're going to click on this list reactivation. And actually what we're going to do, y'all, is we're actually going to click up here and we're going to actually turn this bot on in the very beginning, because I think this campaign's honestly going to be super effective. So I'm going to go over here to Stephanie, put that, say, turn the bot to active. And now this is done. So all you would have to do at this point, you basically just built a list reactivation campaign. Everything's good to go. All you would have to do now is simply go to your contacts and imagine your contacts were having thousands and thousands of people. You would simply click this button on the top left and then click select all. Once you have select all, click trigger automation. For the action name, we can say reactivate. The workflow is the one for list reactivation, send all at once. Or if you do have, let's say, thousands and thousands of people, what I would do is actually send it in drip mode, right? So basically what I would do is I would send on text, for example, I would send like 250 every 5 minutes, right? Just to kind of keep your list as healthy as possible. But you could do it like that. You can also send it at a scheduled time. So if you're watching this at midnight and you're like, man, Devin, this is a great idea, just send it at a scheduled time. You can go that route, or you just send it all at once if you only have a few hundred. But at that point, you just click add to automation, and instantly that automation is triggered and you have a fully built out list reactivation kit. So this is a really simple thing, but the cool thing about business is the simple stuff is what scales the best. So build this out. If you have any questions, drop them down below, and yeah, have fun.